Okay. So here. Like, like, I can see the line. Okay. Yeah, if you are here yesterday watching or like watching my live video, so we finished, stopped here, sculpting, taking a break, and then we're gonna continue from here. So, as I said, the legs are too thin, so we wanna remove the head again, so we can fix it back. Add some more muscle on it. So today I think the audio is a little better than yesterday. We googled how to make the audio audible, little more for the live stream. So change some settings. I think now you guys can hear me. Yesterday I saw the live video later. It was just me speaking, but there was no much things that you could hear probably. Let's just see the lip moving. So I'm adding the extra muscle on the leg and the neck area before attaching the head again. So this clay you don't have to wrap it, keep it in a wet area like the natural one. You can just keep it in a container or just put a paper or towel on top so dust won't cover if we are living in a dusty environment. Other than that, I think this clay is good to stay out. No problem. Just keep the sculpture under the table while I'm working. I've shared the info of me going live on maybe on Instagram, YouTube as well. But I didn't do that part. I want to see organically how much it's gonna reach people, even though I'm not giving a head up, heads up. If you've seen no, Indian elephant, the ears are quite smaller compared to the African one, and then the shape looks like this, like a triangle, but not exactly like a triangle. Top part almost it's flat, and you can see a straight line coming out, and then the end will be almost sharp, and you can make the wrinkles later. And if you put your thumb in, like, get a like, and then always the top part it just flaps down. It'll be the weight of the ear. I'm gonna just add the ear and then see how does it look. I seriously need to add more clay on the jaw part because it's very small right now. This is one of the prominent part of the elephant, so you don't want to mess that up. Using a light on a different angle will help you to get the idea of like where the shadow is falling on the sculpture while you're sculpting. But a little more. See the front. Let's see. It's more of edging where the eye socket ends. See? So basically, when I'm sculpting, I look for the basic shapes, what I could see. Uh, like again, like here, I see a triangle on the skull area here. And then over here, the eye socket, I see like a triangle again, where the eye socket sits. You could see a C here. Add a little bit clear on the area. And then where the eye meets the trunk, just a little bit of clear. See the difference now between the left eye and the right eye. Did you see? So that the lower jaw fits is underneath almost there is a two lines. It goes and connects the mouth. There will be like a two bone on the jaw and then comes and connects the mouth. So this is mouthpiece and this is the bone I'm talking about. And then the jaw has to be a little round. Right now it's very flat. Add a little more to the jaw. As I'm adding the jaw, I'm trying to get the center line open. You can flap the ear and give support to the ear from the back, so it's not gonna fall off. See, I'm adding here the ear no for now. I just wanted to show it's done. Now we just need to focus on the job. A little better than yesterday. Just very sick yesterday. And then the mouthpiece has to come a little more down. So at the beginning, watching somebody's work and then wondering after trying it out on your own, which is not happening the way the picture, like example, if you're drawing, because I've started drawing. So if it's not happening the way that you start to see in the picture, so the immediate thing is just like think like, oh, we don't have the talent. We just get quickly upset because I do that a lot the beginning stage because I put so much work and then it does not look the way that I want and or it does not look the way it showed in the video. So I'm gonna just starting to hate that I don't have talent. A talent is basically I feel it's a work that you do every day and it's just not a gift. I get quickly like very irritated when someone says it's a gift to me that sculpting is given. It's God's choice. I'm not gifted. Nobody is gifted. It's a hard work, dedication, and determination that how much you really want this to be working for you. So you could see there's two lines, right? And then we wanted to be making it even. So the jaw, bone, and then the mouthpiece. It's like a V. Just gonna put the head back. Sculpture. And you could see it's still very weak. Add a little more to the shoulder to give more range. It's like a now I'm just adding a skin part, like more skin to the. So always break it down to bone and muscle, and then later you have to bring the skin to the chat. So usually I listen to music when I'm working. I used to. Recently, I completely stopped listening to music because I feel it's a distraction, and I used music as a distraction for my own thoughts, and I feel it's completely unnecessary if I love what I'm doing, or maybe I wanted the to hear the voices. I don't want to run away. Like how far, how long I can run. It's not way that I can run out of problems. Otherwise, it's gonna be with me all the time. So better to listen to him rather than to listening to same music again and again. It's just rotting my brain a lot. Thank you. This is not a commission work. This is nothing actually. Basically, this is an experiment that me working at home, sitting. So I don't have a order to come in. That I don't have to have an order for me to start sculpting. This is me because I have been very new to sculpting. So this is me sitting and then figuring out, is it possible? Is it can it be done? You know, this way. And then I have to feed my hands and imaginations if I want to be an artist. There's no money coming in right now, so still it's not the perspective of money. If it's perspective of money, then it will just become a product. Yes, I have to survive. I need food and rent and all that. But I feel if I don't know or if I don't love what I'm doing, I don't think there is an opportunity for me to gain what I really can do or cannot do. Because I remember went to Swami Malay. It's a place in Tamil Nadu. I remember I was talking to somebody who's an old artist, who's about like 40 years old. Not probably, like, no way. He's more than, he's in his 60s probably. Like, yeah. His experience would be 40. So they start very young. So they do the Chola art in sculpting. They make the bronze idols and all that. So when I was talking to him, he said uh, he just he was very curious. Like, how did you like start? Like, where did you learn? And I said YouTube, and then like I read some books and then watched so many other people sculpt, and then I just got it from there. So when he was talking to me, he's like, there was another reason that maybe you're not seeing why you sculpt very well. Like maybe you could say, you could tell. Then he was like, you have to love the work, you have to love the art, anything that you want it to be, you know, doing a favor for you. So I think art did a favor to me, and I did a favor to art. So I don't know, I just like building things from young age. So it is. Even if it's gonna put me in a very difficult spot. So what you were saying, uh, is that he's been sculpting for so many years, and then he has done many sculptures, which is like recognizable. Uh, in 40 years, he said, I did not sculpt anything which I like. So I was very surprised. I was like, what do you mean, like, you didn't sculpt anything you like? He's like, yeah, so I was in the market, I was in the product making market. So I made everything what other people wanted, meaning the market needs. Like, say, example, I need a Vinayagar or Shivan sculpture. So then he just has to jump in. The traditional art follows methods, and then uh, you know there is a rules. You know? So you just have to follow the rules and get the job done. Once he's done, uh, he just has to get on that next one, like what the market needs. So he's like, I was running behind money, but I was never able to sculpt even one sculpture which I wanted to do. You know. Nobody stopped me. The the money part that stopped me, which didn't give me enough time to sit and relax and do my stuff because there was nobody to feed me. And I have to feed myself. So he said, look, if you have the luxury to sculpt and then not think about anything else, he said, please sculpt. Because that's not happening to everybody. It may not give money today or tomorrow or never. I feel money is a reward, right? It's a reward that will happen as a side effect if your work is so good and cannot be ignored by the market, by the people. They will come to you at some point. A lot of people doesn't have the cushion to sit on and then think about not giving importance to the payments that they have. You know. So I understand that part too because I have been on the roll. I have been where I have to run behind money, not behind anything else. I have been there, so I'm not blaming anybody. It's not the way the game should. So it's a figuring out part. Yeah, you will figure it out. I will figure it out. Anybody will figure it out. So now add a little bit to the neck. Wonderful. Just look and show you this. This is a helping which is coming up. This probably will see nothing. That's hard. So murals usually just a good idea to put it on the wall or something. Nail it and then start your work because this is very upsetting. Like when you're working and then thing comes off and all that. But this is a low weight sculpture, so no problem. Not at all. When it comes off, it comes off. And I think I squished the ears. I did. I did. Right? Yeah. So when you're sculpting, when you make something which is important to the sculpture, keep it aside. Like me, like I do sometimes. Like I don't see what's happening. So I just take this clay and then start using it. Don't worry about like it's important to the sculpture. Like I just need to feed it as my brain runs. I just have to feed it. Otherwise, there's no other option for me to make this work. So constantly adding clay is the game. At some point, it will be okay. Like I don't need to add in. So there's so many steps in sculpting. So right now we're just capturing the minimum details, and you could see the shoulder looks very small here. And the shoulder is supposed to be. I'm gonna add the shoulder part. I would like to maybe attach a camera from this angle so you could see the what's happening from the side as well. Before I had that camera, which is doing the job of recording and editing and all that. Now I feel I need some more on the side view. Probably. So, when you're making the eye mural, sorry, eye relief, it's called murals at some part. So just setting it, it can be mural, no problem. So when you're doing the sculpture. So this, so this is just a photo of a front image of an elephant walking out. But imagine the elephant from the angle that you want to, add on. So we will work on that later. So I'm gonna just make 2 years, and then I'm gonna make a little bit of the tusk area, and then the trunk. That's all I wanted to work today on this sculpture. And I have something to an experiment, sir. To an experiment in paper mache, just just paper and then adding Fevicol to it. Started a clay uh, cat sculpture. I don't know how it look, how much it looks good. Add a little more prompt this part where the tusk going to be. That's going to come from inside, you know. So it has to be straight, not too far away. And I've done a lot of mistakes when making elephants. That's the one thing that helped me actually to get better making elephants. So I'm just gonna make 2 years, get some clay, and pinch it nicely. So probably I don't know how to make a mold for this elephant. So either I will take a mold, or maybe I'm gonna use this as a reference and then make this with epoxy, which I which I mastered. Actually. So I'm gonna use it with epoxy or mix anything on the way which I want to. So this is sort of like going where the African elephant here would be, like the continent of Africa. So we don't need that much. So we can put the tear apart a little. So not too big here, and just to come down here. Again, this is an elephant which is has no reference image. So it's just whatever is running in my head, how an Indian elephant would look. Is it quite okay? No, it is quite big because I feel this is the way, this is the part I feel I've seen elephants ears has come low. So cut more clay onto the subject. Next time when you get a chance, when you see an elephant, you see the ear, especially with Indian one. Uh, yeah, should do. Yeah, I'm gonna just at the ear. I'm not putting too much pressure right now to be perfect. Just wanna add. I'll make the other one. I don't know how many people are actually watching this. Just gonna check quickly. I don't know. I'm able to see. Maybe let's share this to another WhatsApp. It. Minimize it. Come back. So I'm gonna do the same thing for the other ear. Same side also. Gonna check the size and then just gonna flip. And then the other ear is almost ready. Yeah. So don't worry about the perfection, the perfect ear right now. So I'm gonna add here, give it a nice wedging, which sticks. I can. So here you could see like the jaw bone. It's not very seen visible. So add a little more to that part and bring it visible. Especially on male elephants, you see the head is little prompt. So there lots of testosterone, I guess. Testosterone. So I'm gonna add C here, where the ear connects. Gives more strength to the ear. So right now it needs a little more strength in the back, otherwise it won't hold. So I'm gonna take a piece of clay, take a sculpture on my hand, and then I'm gonna wedge from the back, and I can smoothen it out later. Add other here as well. So because I've been making elephant sculptures more, so I'm able to pull this off. Otherwise, even for anybody making without reference image, it would be a little hard, very, but it's not easy. So we probably use this. My hands are just reaching a very limited space. I could see the jaw is very deep in. It has to be out. And I'm gonna have the head a little bit high. Give a little more way to the neck to hold the chin up. Yes, you could see the head a little bit out now. So I'm gonna add the same detail on the other side. And I could see the jaws in, so that's okay, you can fix it. So I'm gonna just put my finger in and then bring this part out. I don't know how many people would prefer me speaking in Tamil or English, which two of them I'm okay with. I don't know any other language. So if anything you guys want to say, maybe you can add that in the comment section later, because I could see the video got more views after the live was stopped. But 24 views. It's okay. See, it's getting shaped. I don't want to jump in and then make too much of details right now at this point, and we do get carried on by jumping into making details. Usually, we don't do that. So, yeah. So here, your elephant looks like an elephant. Started from scratch. So I've been thinking to teach sculpting for a while. If you guys are interested, you can contact me through my Instagram. So you can reply directly there. So I've been trying to put a course together and see if that works. I think I'm gonna add the task tomorrow because I have another idea. Because if I add the task now, it will be quite like clumsy. Like so you use the clay here this way. But I wanted a little bit of a solid material, maybe make something with epoxy, but I can show you. So the task is basically a cylinder. It starts like thick and ends the sharp end. I seen on a video like where this a female elephant, uh, I guess. Yeah, I think it's a female elephant. And they had an attachment to the area where the tusk comes in, and then they clamped the tusk on the elephant, a fake tusk, to just show that like it looked like what they've been looking for, maybe probably. You see, yeah, this is the tusk area. I'm quite actually happy with the sculpture or however it looks right now. I wanted the other one to be a little longer. Make a longer one. So many other methods to sculpt. There's no like one method to sculpt. Creating any art. There's so many methods. So many different people. The problem I feel like we just all try to do the same, learning from the same. It's sort of a big thing. It might work for you. What you see here, it may not help you because maybe you don't have the access to the clay that I'm using. Because I didn't have the beginning point. I didn't have the clay that I use right now, and I have to find out a cheaper version of that. And I took a lot of months to even like tell myself I can do this. I needed a permission for myself. And now I can do that. So just wanted one on top with the next. So the tusk is not a straight bar. So it has to have a little bend. So I'm gonna add a little more on top of the skin to cover it up. It looks very natural, but like it's coming out of the mouth. Sorry, the nails on the tongue. Add a little more because here I don't want this to be very weak. It looks very weak. Yeah. And a little more. Your natural look of this tusk is actually coming up from the one thing I like about this clay, it gives you like a nice texture, gives an organic feel. And epoxy, I feel it's very tough to sculpt. It's, and I see the tusk is the trunk is very small. You need to be little longer than this. And then the face, that's a little bit broader. It's very narrow right now. Yeah. So I'm gonna add a little more to the other side as well. You could see that elephant is doing this, shaking his head to one side. It does a lot of shaking in its walk. It's not just like walking like a stiff soldier or something. It walks with an elegance of movement. A new word that I learned is uh, in drawing. It's called locomotion. The motion, the movement of the actual creature, which helps you to get the actual movement of how the creature moves. And you could see it's like a T, right? It's very flat. So I'm gonna add a little bit clay here, be merged, because it's not a T. If you gonna add details, so the details maybe later, or maybe don't need. The details are not essential to finish your sculpture. I hope that you guys are able to see what I'm saying. The camera quality is okay, but not great. But I wish you could see like what I'm saying in person. Light. It looks great actually. For me, because this is the probably the first one I'm making without a reference. Like I did not see anything to make this elephant. It's just crazy. Crazy amount of details and all that. And the adjustments, if I want, I can just move everything right now. The trunk this way. So the trunk should always come down to the earth. And to the trunk. And add details later. See, it's like the dancing and it's okay. This is too short, actually, like, to be honest. And I could see the elephant legs there. Has to be here rather than to be here there. Like I don't want the elephant leg to be here. It has to be here, like where it's like walking out in the frame. So I want the frame to be here, and this leg I want it to be out. Like this. Just keep this up with there. Turn the leg this. Quite happy how it turned out today. Let's see. Adding small layer by layer. Just bring the elephant out. See? Because I don't want to add too much to this leg. Otherwise it will spoil the, and I could see like lots of gaps there. So probably add more there. Give the prompt shoulder. Let's add now. Because the shoulder is almost like jutting out. It's popping out. Input side. It will be this level. So I have to add more to the shoulder. So I do that later. So this is a rough sketch basically to understand what is my final image going to be. This is not a complete figure, and I don't want to complete this figure. Don't want to put too much time into it because again, this is the one. It gives me an idea of what is going to be, and I'm not going to make a mode of it. Like I don't know how to make mode of it because I feel it's too complicated. Like for me, it's too complicated. Maybe I should start with something small, not too big, like very small, like because you could see that how the ears are popping and all that. And then I don't know how it does make sense. Uh, just have to give it a try, maybe. Uh, the tusk alone, the trunk alone, cut everything. Probably try maybe later, not now. So yeah, hope you guys like it. I would really appreciate you share the video to anybody who likes sculpting, making sculptures, or love animals. So yeah, it's been, I don't know, like it's been an hour maybe. It's 49 minutes. Let's wait to click 50. That's only 30 seconds. So I use this light a lot. So I just I'm going to see that the products are supposed to go. Here we go. Waiting the 50. Should say bye for now. Probably make the video later about how we're gonna do this in epoxy. Also, if you guys are interested, just gonna make a video every day here and then see it's going to help you guys to learn. Thank you.